They say he found it walking through the woods one day. Pippin was wandering along his normal path, scouring for herbs and fungi, taking his time to enjoy the growth of the varied vegetation of his favorite forest. His claws lingered against the bark of each tree, carefully investigating the quality and purity of the sap. As sweet aromas filled his curious nose, he noticed an undisturbed trail between two trunks he was sure he was familiar with. The air felt richly alluring, and he was enthralled with this exotic fragrance. As he stepped through into a small clearing, he saw it, beautifully illuminated with sunshine breaching through the forest canopy. A modest umber lodging concealed by vines and flora, wonderful specimens that perplexed even the most experts of druids such as Pippin. Beneath the creeping envelopment, Pippin spotted a cracked door frame slightly ajar. Far too appetizing for a curious cat, Pippin wandered inside. His senses were overwhelmed by the sumptuous scents within. Eager paws leapt onto the table at the center of the floor, then to the edge of the adjacent counter. Pippin's mind swelled with visions of ways to fill the empty shelves scattered along the walls. His berries and herbs for potions and wines, the grains for his ales. Feverishly, he emptied his satchel onto the table, madly distributing a myriad of decorations, druidic accessories, draughts, elixirs, and his favorite flagon. Claws flashed as he worked with the new flora, herbs, and sap. A bountiful aroma filled the air, when suddenly the door opened and a bewildered old man entered. Adorned with a crown of thicket branches and leaves, he removed his cloak and pulled up a chair across from Pippin. His eyes concentrated briefly as the cat stirred, then reeled back in ecstasy as the developing flavor filled his nostrils. Pippin pushed forth a mug to the man, and the two shared ales and stories. The day passed with merriment as the druids were joined by more who were lured by the scent of Pippin's ale. When night fell and the group began to depart, the crowned man turned as he tied his cloak. "Your ale has been the most delicious in all my travels, and I would like to return to share a cup and another tale. But how do I find you again, friend?" Pippin's fangs glistened with joy as all the others paused in anticipation, all eager to return. "Any true wanderer with a good tale can find the hideaway." The doorway erupted with laughter as the band of men returned to their wild shapes and the beasts stumbled out of the forest. Pippin turned to the space adjacent to the counter, his counter, and slashed his claws into the grain of the wood. "Welcome, friends, to the Wanderers Hideaway."